So this is now watching just, but we continue. So this was the last one. So I removed the recent comments from this place. Now here. Yeah, Tonis, you may talk, of course, if you want to interrupt me, but okay, basically...
if the problem is with recent comments, you say that the problem is with recent comments table, or what was the...
this is, so I said that this is definitively not the responsibility of you, for example, or of any other programmer. This is the responsibility of the guy who is talking with the customer there. Because this is a decision.
This is definitely my change, because this recent comments, I put it into Office user or something. Because if it is to tickets, then anonymous user can see the comments or the tickets, but not the tickets themselves.
So it is a side effect of this change, and which touches this customer. And I think that Johanna will say, yes, that's true. Anyway, these recent comments, we didn't want it. But it's of course my job to check it with her. And if she does not want, so this is a kind of, if they don't say anything special, then it will disappear again. And but that's my decision, clearly. And I decided already that we are going to have it disappear again in Avanti. At the occasion, I might check this with Johanna, but not even asking her actually costs them some time, and they must pay for this time. So I think it is even wiser to just not ask her just to write it into the release notes that the recent comments table has disappeared again. And if they have a problem with it, then they will start. Then we must discuss about costs, and then it would just mean that that we would need some adaptation or something. But I think it makes sense. Recent comments. These are all comments, and it is This is not for So it is not a social worker. A normal social worker does not want to see all the... In Lino Avanti, this application, the social workers don't want to see the comments of... Just the recent comments. Okay, we return back to the ticket, and we since I am the responsible programmer, so it's a different situation. Let's talk about this.
It's put to comments staff now as opposed to comments user.
It's in comments. So it's interesting. So now it's comments.
Comments/UI.
That's. So we have recent comments. So you changed required roles into comments stuff from comments reader. And that's so you see that this has maybe even doing such a change in the modlib in the core mod can of course have side effects in the application. Actually, so when I now think about this so the recent comments means that the social worker would see all comments on a client for whom they are responsible, made potentially by other people recently. And actually, it might be, I would say, it is theoretically an interesting feature for them without asking them. And it was there, so we should actually not have it disappear.
Okay, so then probably in Noi we wouldn't want to inherit from this table and then use it inside of Noi.
No, we can also say that the social worker in Avanti becomes a comment stuff. But let's think even more brightly. So the comment stuff means somebody who can comment.
They can make comment types. They can view all comments. But even the all comments is. The all comments is used by comment staff. So really, if you have.
You must be comments user, not comments reader. That makes sense. A comment reader.
Maybe it was comments user. Let me have a look at the history of. Because maybe this comment is an even older comment that I just didn't see there. So
it's now. It was comment reader. No, out of comment.
No, it was comment staff actually originally. Looks like this required role of comments reader is even older because it is a set, not this DD program required. So it was comment staff. It was the same.
But I would say it should be comments.
Comments reader. It was comments reader. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was reading it.
It was reader. It was reader.
It was comments reader.
And can we why did you not want it? I would say it makes sense that anybody who that it is not at this table to decide whether the user can read it or not. Everybody who has the role who has some possibility to read comments should see this table actually.
Yeah, except for that. Basically, recent comments is the same as all comments, except for just sorted by slightly differently.
Yeah, so you don't have a...
And all comments is comment stuff. So...
No.
Yes, scroll up. All comments is comment stuff.
So yeah, all comments, but yeah, if you have all comments, but recent comments is not...
It's essentially the same table, very, very similarly.
Yeah, but different rights. The recent comments is used to be shown for anonymous users on a Linux site should see the recent comments if the public recent comments that are those comments that are not private or that are not on private tickets.
That comes the problem with the new user types, because if we're having this low-level user types not being allowed to see tickets that are not of a site that they are a team member of, then really anonymous user no longer has the right to see tickets. Unless we want to specify some sites/tickets that are anonymous.
Yeah, that's what you didn't see in the first series now of the screencast. I'll show you. No, that is of course in models, the tickets models here in the get query set. This was what caused the error. So you must check for if it is an anonymous user, you must treat it differently, because in an anonymous user you cannot say that the user must point to. There's no pointer to the user. It's not a database object, and so on an anonymous user we say that we show only private tickets. But now it's of course we must say for the comments. If we do this for anonymous users, the comments will nevertheless be there all.
But this still is a bit wrong, because I think most of all tickets are considered to be
public.
Yes. Or we're not really using this boolean, so then an anonymous user has more view rights than a low-level user, which seems like a flaw.
No, if they are public, if they are not private, then they are not. Then everybody.
Then we should also filter by. We should say in the.
I see what you're saying.
In the authenticated query set that also we only want. We should add another queue of or public is false. Because we want to get tickets which are private and you're a team member, and false, and public tickets. Because at the moment we are getting the only team member tickets, and anonymous users getting all public tickets, but anonymous users not getting all public tickets.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's of course strange to have them more filtered. Why is Maybe tickets should by default not be private always. In that case, if most tickets are going to be private, then no. Okay.
Yeah, it would make sense for the private to be default, or.
But on the other hand, our communication culture is rather that we don't put any confidential data in the tickets and in our comments, and that we wanted them to be public. Actually, that we want everybody to have them, and the fact that a registered user has less tickets, sees less comments, is actually normal, because when you are registered, then Lino knows what you are interested in and what you are not interested in, and so he's going to filter out those you are not interested in. You can see that's.
But it should still. You should still add the or private is false to this query set.
Yeah, do you mean
because
to the comments?
It should still show in the all tickets, or in your I think in the all tickets table, it should still show the public tickets that are not members of your site, or not site members, I think.
You're
not interested in them, I think, but I don't know. What do you think?
You mean on the you mean now on the comment model?
No, on the tickets, because I don't know. It feels quite strange to me that the anonymous user would have more rights than the authorized user. It doesn't seem exactly right.
Yeah, but only
especially if most tickets are going to or do not have this private boolean true.
But so this probably it would be fixed if we have the site would also have a private checkbox. That was my first idea actually, and
yes, this makes more sense, I think, because then we can more easily say that okay, this particular site is likely to have confidential data or data which more users do not need to see, and then the other sites are invisible unless the user is authorized to see it, and then
so that's what I first had.
Then we are filtering by a low-level user can see all the tickets of public sites or sites which they are member. Yeah, I think this works.
And then, so but it will work only when site is actually doesn't have a private field for at the moment. But we're going to add it then. It's then here to, and I would say that I wasn't yet sure here, but we have this strange model mix in site investment, which is commentable also. It makes the site. Does it make sense that that you can make comments about a site, a given site, and not about a given ticket? So this would. This is a question because this private thing is being done in commentable, and no, I think we don't want this at the moment. You can make comments about a ticket, but not about a site. We don't.
Yeah, or maybe we should have a boolean on the site rather than private, but we say confidential or something like this. So this is a confidential site.
Yeah, we name it differently. Yeah, that we give even a different name. That.
If it has a different logical reason for existing, then yeah.
Wait, but then we have here this. What's that? New spawn ticket. No, okay, this is the site that private is going to spawn to the new ticket here. When you copy it, when you spawn, that was different.
Yeah.
And then here, so site confidential equals false.
And this should also be applied to the.
I still don't like. No, I don't like it. I prefer to have it private because it is really related and the same meaning. Let's be also private. The site must be private. You see.
Okay, if you think so.
Yes, because
then we still need to add the field to it. Then
yes, yeah. We just
put the manual field.
You manually add the field and not make it commentable
somewhere in NOI maybe.
No, I think it makes sense. No, it is here on tickets. Yeah, on tickets, it's like this. So here, private. It's the same name as on the ticket, but it does not cause. It is not required. It is additional. It is not for this commentable.
But this you need to put the ticket, the private on the sites model, not the tickets model, which is tickets model.
Oops. How good that I have somebody watching. Yeah. How good that those who are watching me can also talk even. And default false. What? Let's make it default true. Maybe even no. I don't know. No idea. Depends on me. Can always change it later. But default is false because this will change our. Otherwise, we are going to have changes again in our test suites maybe because of this.
Yeah, keep it as.
Anyway, this is now a new field, and so some other tests will fail again. Those with the database structure, and so afterwards we need to rerun the test suite again. But we can still continue our session here. Yeah. So. Now before running these tests, what about this? The recent comments? Ah, yeah, okay. And recent comments has been again to become a. This was actually where we started. In recent comments, we want actually recent comments to remain in Avanti. So we have a little bit more work. Comments reader. But so now the thing is that in Dino Noi, the anonymous user is also a comments reader. It has that's so, but we don't want to comments to be on a private ticket or a private site to be shown to anonymous users. That's what's going to happen at the moment, because we don't have this filter we must also make this protection on the comment model. That is, we must define this.
But it's a generic foreign key, though, which makes it a bit.
Yeah, it makes it a bit special and maybe even difficult. Get change observers. It's in comment. We are on the comment model. So it's something like this. Well, I'm just copying. What else? We are. Wow. Private comments. Commentable. Private. How to manage this? Yeah. Of course, we don't. The comments itself does not know whether we have groups and things like this. This is wow. How to do this? We must actually. Wow. That won't be that easy. We have the owner ID. We can get the model for every. It will be a complex query, so we.
It'll be a complex query, or we maybe make it so that when you comment on UI after save, we take the same property from the ticket or site and then make it private that way.
That we also add the private.
It might go out of sync, but at least for recent comments, if we're only going to use it for recent comments, then it will not show up there. So rather than looking in the foreign key object, we just make a copy of it.
That actually a comment can be private as well.
Exactly, yes. We already have this.
Yeah, it was here. We had this, but and yeah.
The default will be false, and then on UI create we have a look. We just take the same value from the.
But then now we must also but we need a role for those who. That's all it is. Hey, where did I copy this from? It is wrong. I want also the anonymous user. That was another place where I could this. I was testing this. No, it's just like this. Oops. Oh, that's. And the only thing is that we must verify that when a comment being set private at the moment, they are all private.
But this still doesn't exactly solve the problem of if you're commenting on a low-level users will see comments on tickets which they cannot even see, which is a problem.
Right. You mean anonymous users that they would?
No, not anonymous users and also low-level users.
A low-level user.
We have a private site. I think for a private site, we only want upper-level users to see the tickets and the comments of those tickets. So we should say.
Here we must.
If user ticket staff maybe or something like this. But you understand the problem,
some that we must define a role for this, or we do it application specific.
I think application specific would make sense.
It is, so that actually. But do we have NOI comments? We don't have an extension of NOI. In NOI we don't have an extension of the comments plugin, but we might override this. The ticket will be the query set will be something like so. This is a general foreign key to the owner of the comment, and the owner actually should say whether this comment is private. Now, if this comment is not private, then this is the owner. But here, if here uncommented. We must override the uncommented function and say that so basic tickets the default is to be some way, but if you want to change that thing that in Linonoi we set this uncommented thing. The uncommented will put the comment to make it private or not. 10 minutes, that's the most thing. The default, the private, default. Let's put them. The default behavior would be cautious and to be rather default true to private. But then in models tickets we have the uncommented, don't we? Unworked, uncommented. That's it. So when we say, and that we would say comment.private, we do something with this equals self-private self. That's I'm just thinking with my fingers. Child self-site private or self. Maybe there is no site, so there's. How to make this beautiful? But we want to set the private thing of the private thing on of the uncommented of the comment. Is that true? Also, it's going to be called after UI save. It's called. Oh, it's after UI save. So we must save again if we still modify it. Why not?
It does not affect anything, I think. You can even do it inside the uncommented, I think.
But this is
as long as you're doing the comment.save as opposed to full clean or after save, then it will not loop, it will be fine.
We can save it again simply. We can save it ourselves. It's an additional save, but why not? It is the other way.
It's not like viewing a table. It can take a few milliseconds more to make a comment. It's not.
The other solution would be to change this uncommented name of uncommented to split it into after commented and before commented.
This is not worth doing, I think, unless we find some more important thing.
There are also the Django thing. I'm thinking. This is just philosophy.
But still, this allows it for anonymous users to get to not see private things. So Okay, so we have a way of now filtering comments by private, and the private will match the match list after the fact of editing the site or tickets being private. But still, we need to decide what user level this filter will apply. I think it should probably start on. I think the recent tickets table should have the user rights of this tickets reader or tickets user, probably tickets user, comments user.
Comment reader.
But then we do a check to see if ticket staff, and ticket staff, then we do not apply this filter. Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, I think it makes sense. So it was uncommented.
I must just say, otherwise, if there is no site, if the ticket has no site, then it must be just self-private. Any comment on a private ticket?
Yeah, this will work.
No.
We could probably condense this into 2 lines or something, but it's not. It's readable here. It's fine.
I prefer readable code. Not too clever. Not too clever things. You would write a complex org.
I probably say git attribute or if site something.
So we
if site this else false, something like that. But it is fine. And then.
We are going to test the roads first. No.
We need to actually go back to the roles of this and put on the comments.
We cannot even check the roads now because we need to recreate the database, and I think it makes sense now to restart the test suite and the prep, because we need to. There's a new field in the comments. There will be changes anyway.
You can do this.
And okay, but does it make sense to watch at this one, for example? This might be completely different. We are going to stop recording when it is when we start the test suite again. Okay, of course I could already do it. So I'm here. Why don't you? You can watch. I simply say in test. And while this is going to start, we can have at least a watch at this failure, because I don't even yet understand it. There was using specific. No, this is a future warning. What is this? Default action is none. Oh, well, that's. I think that's easy. Let's look at the file in Avanti General.
I don't see how this could be. Or I don't understand why this would be caused by.
The users is no longer there. It's now abstract. Avanti. The specs. Oh, what was the number? 24. Here, it is no longer there. You didn't do that, but I switched it to. It's now all users that you must see if you want to see all users. The users table itself is no longer used. It is used as a base for other tables, but it's the table itself is abstract now, and so there's one. It cannot be used as a view. That's what we wanted. That was what we speaking about. That the users table. It has a lot of. Everybody can use it. It has no restriction. Even anonymous can see it, but actually now nobody can see it.
Well, but there's also this table which I think is other users, which is a very.
This one is another topic to discuss at some moment. It's also you can see all the users. It should be available only on a demo site if the demo switch is on, something like this, because it is not used anywhere else. Something like. Not other users. The users overview is the name. Users overview. No. I mean, it is not where I am. It's in. It's in desktop. Sorry. Yeah, this table actually it should exist only on a demo site. I'm not yet sure about where to put this, how to do this. We can even say something like this, if DD plugins users, no, DD, it's a say, if no setting, yes.
I think that actually kind of messes up some of Python's things to put classes in some testing blocks. But can we not say abstract equals true if it is a demo site?
Yes, like this. So, something like this.
Isn't it in meta, or is there an abstract for...
No, it's not in meta. No, a table does not have a meta. It is a table.
Okay, it's straight on that thing.
Abstract is not tracking site. Is demo site. If it's a demo site, then it is not abstract. No. Okay, this will change again in our. There will be quite some changes again because there will be one view less and so on. But okay. Voila. There's no, so this will change also. There will be even one less. So it makes. Now we reached a thing where we no, this one we are going this. So let's quickly look at this one. Has no attribute action. What's that? Non-type. It's again the same thing here. It specs you. Let's look at this also. Doc specs users. Control B. Specs users. 422. That's also here. We have an abstract, so we must use all users here. That was just also a trivial thing. Of course, it's no. There will be more here. Okay, query set. What's that? It's maybe similar. Let's look at this as well. But this is now rather. We must now await the result of the next. This is no longer. This is no longer worth anything. It doesn't. It's no longer valid anymore. Oops. Oops. Just 94. Not sure what this is about. Why this is failing now? What was
the failure?
Oh, so the failure is that the non-type object has no attribute get use. Get go by PK, and it is the
because there is no user. Can you go back to the thing? Because this is the new method, the new format for Git query set when you are doing it on the model.
No. You seem to understand something.
Go back to this. DB table is controlled by PK. Okay, so for some reason non-type is the AR. Is there multiple?
It's a non-AR. Oh no, DB table. No.
Yeah, it is trying to get query set from
you are in DB table. What's that? So get query set is being called for an AR non.
So in tiny MCE views, this is probably why you want to probably put the PK in this get row by PK none. Why is that none?
Yeah, it's probably because so it is. So at this moment there was the convention that this AR can be none, and let's look at the DB tables.
Probably DB table,
So, yeah, okay. Okay, we might add an if AR is none, but this is a bit stupid. This is now API
we should
design.
do a check to see if.
Get row by PK.
Because originally it didn't care about the AR. I think it only just said. I think it passed in the AR, so you could check it later. But still, that might mess up things afterwards.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should indeed simply say that if AR is none, that we don't care about the user. But in that case,
yeah, but
we
in
can.
this case, we still need to pass something into get query set. So I think probably we should say AR get user if AR is not none, else none. So we're just going to pass in a none as the user object for the get query set, or we should pass an anonymous user.
Yeah.
Probably anonymous user would make more sense because maybe there is some other hacky place that.
But maybe we change this one also that it is the user and not an AR.
Get we're going to change this for several other places, I think.
No, let's look how many. Just thinking out. No. It's not. I'm not afraid of changing a lot of places because I'm rather afraid of having an ugly API. But the API should be clear and understandable. It is not much used this thing. This get row by PK.
Yeah, I think it's mostly internal by get user. Actually, this is
as a common GFK model.
The API actually is a bit wrong somewhat. Really, you should be able to pass in.
No, we are. It is on because the code.
We have a which.
Then we have some of if we say instead of when we say RPT, this is the act dot request. This will be this.
Yes, but also pass in the request object to inherit from it, maybe, or.
Yeah, no, let's try. But it's going to pass it actually for nothing because this is not going to be used actually even. So.
Really?
No, okay. Let's be. Listen.
Because if there's some substitute user or something, then it's not going to get passed in at all.
So once more, let's look whether it passes. So it means that if this passes now, then it means that the get row by PK timers get row node AR may not be none. it's passing. And I have the feeling that it's now time to stop. This we cannot even run it anymore. We need to rerun prepare the database, and so let's have it waiting until for the next test stop. Anyway, this session is getting long. I guess that our listeners are very bored already.
Perhaps. But we should also, in the recent comments, to refix the user roles there, because it really should be done. Because we want the required roles for the recent comments to be tickets user, I think, or tickets reader, whatever. I think tickets comments reader or comments user. I'm not sure. Maybe comments reader. Yeah, comments reader is what's wrong. But then we want to say git request query set there.
On the comments model. It is on the model, not on the table. You mean a get request query? No.
Yeah. It should be there because.
But I have it here on the model.
Where is it in the model?
I added it. I just wait. It's also get request, but this is different. Get query test. I added it here now. This.
So we say that if it is anonymous, but it's not just anonymous. We want to say that we want it so low-level users, like comments user.
This is done by.
If they are not higher-level user, then they should also not see private tickets of sites or.
No, you mean they don't see private comments? But if you have a private ticket and declare the comment as public, then they are going to see the comment.
Yes. Okay.
But actually, you cannot even in Noi. Actually, for the moment, you don't see this private field, this checkbox on the comment. You cannot say per comment that it's.
We still would need to filter on the parent object to get the proper level of view, and that I thought would be sensible.
So the private field of the comment is dynamically being done, and it is being saved in the uncommented thing there. And this is what we do in Noi. It has this special logic.
It is just still that if I make a comment on a private ticket of a private site saying some confidential data, then anyone who's logged in will see it on their recent comments. This is
because the ticket will be because the comment will be private.
Comments will be private. No.
The comment private will be true.
Yes, but any low-level user, because the whole point was that the low-level users cannot see confidential information unless we put them above a certain level of trust.
What is a low? You mean a low-level user? I mean a simple user.
This is contributor, like for example, because we have made it so the contributor cannot even see sites or tickets which are not. We're going to change the word not private, essentially. Either the site is private or the ticket is private. I think if it is private, then we should only allow users who are subscribed to the site to see its tickets and its comments.
So you mean we write a comment? We have existing comments, and then we change the privacy of a site, and then the existing comments will not be.
No. I'm talking about say for example, we only have the private field in comments, for filtering. So and if we have a confidential site, which we don't want low-level users to see, and we have tickets on that site, and we create a comment on that ticket, then any consultant will see this comment on this ticket, which they cannot see.
You mean any contributor? No, they won't, because private
Why not?
Because private is true by default, and it is not, and nobody is going to set it to false.
But they are. But
they are not anonymous. Excuse me. Okay. They are not anonymous. Yes, of course. This is not going to be.
We should have a check in the recent comments for if they are above this level, either ticket staff or
I see now the problem.
Site admin or some sort of level. Maybe comment staff. Yeah, comment staff should be able to see all comments. Whatever, doesn't matter, because usually if it's comment staff, it's ticket staff as well. But if it's just comments reader, then they should not see any private comments. But then you still really want to see you should still be able to see the private comments of tickets of sites which you are subscribed to that are private. So there's like not a very elegant solution.
Yeah, it's not
to
finished.
do that unless we are filtering on the private on the parent object, but it's a generic foreign key. So
So we see that. So there is still, this is not fixed, and let's meditate about this. I think I need some time to digest this. Yeah, and maybe we must. It is the best would be to delegate this filtering to the application somehow, to the model, to the commentable models. Maybe make a loop and start up over all the commentable models. That all those who implement commentable, in Noi it will be only ticket, but potentially there will be more commentable models, and to ask them to add this kind of filtering. And then in Noi the ticket filtering would like a bit more specific filtering. And it can be something like this. Yeah. Okay. This the test suite. It is still preparing. It will take some time. And let's have a break here. I have the feeling that I would go into this direction, but let's not. I think it is a bit stupid to record all these things now. It's getting a bit boring for people. Yeah. So So dear listeners, good. Thank you for listening. Watch us again when we continue later. See you.